Hi, AfterBuzzers. You're watching the AfterBuzz TV after show for Scream Season 2, Episode 2, Psycho. Join us as we break down the episode and give you our thoughts and predictions. Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
This is so stressful, this music right now. It's from Psycho. I am your host, Katie Campbell, and you can find me on Twitter at KatieEE Campbell. That's Katie with 3 E's Campbell. And sitting next to me is Kelly McInerney.
Hey, I'm Kelly McInerney. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at HollyWeirdo.
And across the table, Pegah Rad.
Hi everyone, welcome back. You can find me on Twitter at Pegah Rad.
And Michael Drew.
Hey, I'm Michael Drew. You can find me on Twitter at Michael_Drew, Michael EAL.
Awesome. Now, before we jump into the episode, I just want to say thank you guys for tuning in to us, watching us live last week, and giving us all those amazing comments and your predictions. And if you're not already subscribed to us on YouTube, please do so. That's youtube.com/AfterBuzzTV. You can also find us on iTunes and SoundCloud. Give us that 5-star thumbs up, leave a comment, and tweet us using the hashtag ABTVScream, because we want to hear your thoughts on tonight's episode. So, what are you guys thinking at the table?
Oh,
There's a lot going on.
Whoa.
yeah. Like I switched my mind a few times. I have no idea what's going on.
In this episode?
switched your
Yes.
mind?
Yeah.
Changed my mind,
saw-
whatever. I took my mind out and I switched
Put
it.
it somewhere else.
I changed my mind.
They're just planting a lot of seeds, you know,
Yeah.
to grow that crazy killer tree. I don't know.
Killer
I don't know.
I thought it was cool the way they didn't. I was expecting the opening bits of the episode to reveal what happened last week, you know, with Jake and all that. But it was crazy that they waited until the end and they kind of built the suspense to it.
Yeah.
I thought that worked pretty well.
Well, speaking of the beginning of this episode, they kind of jumped into something that we were all wondering what was going on at the end of last episode. We got Emma in Troy James' house, and there was somebody there.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that's the killer, or it's just somebody else hiding out?
Well, I mean, it could be. I'm really starting to go with that. It can really be PTSD. Like she really could be hallucinating.
Oh, like she's seeing
Like,
it.
she might really be hallucinating.
Yeah, because I don't think the killer would go there. It's too easy to find you there. It's Troy's house.
I don't know. I think they're just messing with her, kind
Could
of.
be.
But did she just go in right after? And it was no, her mom. So they had time to clean up the mess.
Right.
No, they
That's what I was
didn't. That's why
thinking.
I think. That's why I think it was a hallucination. I don't think they had time to clean up the
No,
mess.
because she went home.
Yeah.
And then her mom was like, "Let's go back,"
Who says that?
which is
Yeah.
ludicrous.
Hey,
Yeah.
daughter,
Let's go back at night
Which
in the
is-
dark.
go back.
Yeah. But it was they drove home, said, you know what? Let's go back and look at that. And when they went back, everything was gone. Everything. I mean, there were a lot of pictures. That
Yeah, but-
entire room.
Wait,
Wasn't
weren't they
it-
on just one wall, like in one spot?
Was it? I could have swore it was like.
Oh,
a-
But
Yeah.
apparently there was furniture too, because Brooke mentioned furniture
Yeah.
moved too.
Yeah.
that guy. That's a one-man team.
I think she may have.
Last season there were 2 people, so there could be 2 or more
True.
this time.
That's a
Oh.
good
Tell us
point.
what you guys think. Was she imagining it?
Yeah.
Because also she with her they've just been flashbacks. They haven't been like added on things. You know, when she saw that girl she mistook for Piper, it was a flashback of Piper. It wasn't like Piper there trying to kill her again, you know?
Yeah.
So she's not like PTSDing new things.
Well,
Does
she
that make
did.
sense?
Well, last week, remember when she had the freak out when she went to the school the first time, and then she had a freak out. And she fell down, but it was just in her mind. So
Right.
that was
But
new.
that was
That was
from
her-
before. It was a
Was that?
yeah.
I think that was like she was remembering the moment that she had her freak out, which
Yeah.
sent her to treatment, or pushed her to go to treatment. I think that was that specific moment.
Okay. Well, well, in this episode, what about when she first goes to the lake? When she goes to the lake this episode, and then she walks out to the end, to have her little moment, and then she sees the killer.
But that's flashbacking to when that happened.
The killer was there in the forest last.
I think the killer was there to that night.
Oh, yeah.
I thought so too. I was like, did she really see that? Or
Okay.
Yeah. Well, her mom, Emma and her mom are still suffering with their relationship, which I feel bad about because I understand Emma feels lied to, but Emma's mom lost her boyfriend, the sheriff.
Yeah, I know. She's very. I mean, Emma's very melodramatic, and she's not very. I know. I know there's a lot of Emma fans there, but Man, she just makes a lot of wild decisions that I just can't support, you know? She just, everything she does, I would just like, we all look at each other like, what is this? What is she doing?
I'm just gonna walk home at night.
Yeah. Like, I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna enjoy the breeze.
I'm good, Kieran.
I mean, it runs in the family crazy decisions because the dad's like, I thought this was the best way to say hi to him.
Yeah. Speaking about that was the most ridiculous. He was trying to figure out the best way to approach her. It's not creeping up on her,
Yeah.
putting your high beams on her.
Yeah.
No, he was
Like,
following
slowly.
her
Oh,
for a
man.
while too.
Just beep. Like, hey, psst.
Something.
Knock on a door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Show up at the house.
Send a letter.
Send a text. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Wave.
So do you guys think that there's any possibility that he's involved somehow? If he's had these freak out moments and he maybe understands what Emma's going through and that's why he had to leave in the first place, he had the PTSD from the time that Brandon attacked, do you think he's maybe going towards attacking people at all?
I don't know enough about the father.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I
to
think
make
it's
a
too
decision.
early.
Okay.
I don't like.
And we
I don't
see
know.
more of him next episode, it seems like. So I think
Yeah.
that'll give us a little more.
I don't think it's gonna be any of her relatives, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Unless like her real dad
Wait.
is Brandon or whatever.
But her sister, her half sister, was the killer last season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a relative.
But I mean this one. I don't think it's. I don't think
What,
it's
this
the.
time?
I don't think it's the dad or the mom, unless it's like. And I still think Brandon's her real dad.
Really?
Yeah. I was
think
thinking that too.
Yeah. What do you guys think about the mom bringing Emma around to Troy James' house? The mom's visiting Troy James, even years later when she has another kid. Emma can't be Brandon's daughter because Brandon's daughter was older than Emma, and Brandon died. So while she was pregnant with Piper, right?
Did he die though?
Oh, so you think he could still be around?
OMG.
No.
What if the father's Brandon, and he just had a facelift?
Dun dun dun.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the father, and yeah, I don't know. I had a thought. I lost it. Katie.
Yeah.
well,
But you can't trust like all the dads, right? I don't really trust Brooke's dad at all.
oh my gosh, no, he's like a sleazy
I think-
politician.
I think he could be Troy James, the real Troy James.
No.
I know that's a reach, but like,
I was stuck on the sheriff being Troy James last
yeah.
Yeah, you were.
season, but maybe the sheriff now is, and we talked about this a little bit last week on the panel, because the sheriff said he used to live in Lakewood.
Oh.
But we didn't really get much from him this episode, so that really didn't feed my theory that could be.
I mean, he's trying to separate the Lakewood Six by telling
Yeah.
Kieran you gotta live with your aunt.
Yeah,
I don't trust his aunt.
Yeah.
We'll get
I mean,
there, but
yeah.
ugh.
Before we get there, I want to talk to you guys. What do you think about Emma opening up to the teacher? Is that a smart decision? Bad decision?
Back to what we said before. I don't think Emma's a good decision maker. And I know you could say, hey,
Is
she's been through. I don't think she is a good decision
Oh
maker.
no, okay,
So
yeah.
I know you could say she's been through a lot of trauma, so she makes these wild decisions. But I don't. She's opening up too quick to a teacher. Specifically, what happened with Piper.
Right.
I was a little shocked that she opened up so quick.
Right, and
You know?
the teacher even was addressing the situation, saying like you should trust people, and kind of the fact that Emma's not trusting people. So you should trust people. Don't let her ruin your life like that. But she is trusting her. So what
Yeah.
is happening there? That whole situation's really weird to me.
Was she recording the
Yep.
interview? The teacher was.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's too weird. I get it. Psychology's you got to be a little bit weird, but the way she's like, "What's in your lizard mind?"
Yeah,
and
I know.
stuff. It's
I mean, we're used to seeing psychologists record sessions with their clients, right? Because they go back and they make notes or whatever and analyze. But
That's true.
and I think if it was any other teacher but a psychology teacher, maybe I would be like, no, don't talk to her. But it's like the one little lifeline that she has right now because she can't confide in her mom. She doesn't really have friends that are.
Well, she has Kieran.
Yeah,
I don't know. She
know.
says
This
she
is like
has.
a pro.
Why doesn't she get
Okay.
real therapy though? Like especially considering the trauma she's been through, and she just went to like a mental institution. Why doesn't she like keep up with the therapy?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
don't-
she talks about that too. She's like, should I go back and get treatment?
Yeah.
So maybe
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
you
answer
should.
to that
stay,
is yes.
but has the teacher
Yes.
as help. I don't know.
What do you think about Zoe? Because we get a little bit of interaction with them in the beginning at school, and it's
I like Zoe.
You do.
She just wants to tutor her. What's wrong with Zoe?
I think
Okay.
I like she has these little moments. She has these little scenes. Maybe it's the actress, but she has these little scenes, and she kind of she fills it up. Like she really stands out to me when she conversates with the other customers, the other characters, and I'm really like looking forward to where it's going. And I like the way they're slow building her character. Like they're not just like throwing her in your face, because now every time she always has these little cool moments, like especially with Noah.
Yeah, she's a love interest for Noah, I
Yeah.
think, for sure.
And they already leaked it in the commercials with her having the 3-way kiss with her, Noah, and Audrey.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
Yeah, last
I
week they
didn't
showed
see
that.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like she's got some kind of secrets that we're gonna get, a little bit each episode. She said,
it's the multicolored hair. She
Yeah,
has
well-
those multicolored braids. Something's up with her.
yeah, she said she's been through some stuff and she had to try to get through it and still is working on getting through it. I don't know what that means.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe she's very positive. I mean, not to harp on the kids, but she's very open. You know what I mean? Like she's open. Like she's having 3-way kisses. She's trying to talk to people and tutor them about being, chased by murderers. She's just she just seems very open.
Yeah.
She's a flower child.
I think just like the Lakewood 6 is dwindling, so they just need to add in more characters for us to kill off eventually.
Yeah.
So that's how.
I mean, yeah. I mean, they already. Yeah. Okay, I'll agree with that.
Yeah.
Because they killed Jake in the first episode. So, you don't think they're just gonna peel off a Lakewood 6 member?
No, I don't
They
think
can't.
it's. Yeah, I think it's gonna be slower.
Maybe by the end, one more Lakewood 6 will be gone. I feel like they can't kill too many of them.
Or 2.
You think maybe 2?
I could see Brooke and Kieran, or even Audrey,
Oh, I hope that.
Ooh.
because she's
Yeah, 'cause
the bad guy.
Getting rid of the main cast.
I could see them trying to flip it and just going right after Emma.
Oh
You know
my
what I mean? Just like
gosh.
flipping it on you. Because technically, Emma and Audrey are the 2 main characters. From my perspective, they're the 2 main characters of the show.
Right.
To me.
Yeah.
But
You know?
there's no way they're going to kill Emma because
Yeah.
Sydney survives
And
throughout
that's
the
why
whole
they'll
thing.
she's
do it.
number 1. I don't think.
Right.
I don't think Audrey's the main character because. I don't know.
I wanted to ask you guys. We see Brooke have a little conversation with Stavo in the police station, and he's ranking everybody. What do you guys think is the rank of the
Yeah.
Lakewood 6?
What is he ranking
That's a
them
good
according to?
question.
Like looks?
I
Like
think
what?
it's like who's the most important in the
Yeah.
whole situation.
Oh, gosh.
I think it's Emma, Audrey, Noah, who else?
Brooke.
Brooke, Kieran, and then Jake, right?
Yeah, that's what I wrote down in
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
notes over here.
Oh.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
Because, well, I think Noah would have been higher if Audrey didn't kill Piper.
Yeah, but-
that's how her clout.
Right, and
Yeah.
the whole thing with her videos being leaked all the time. She's always going viral. So maybe this killer, which could be Stavo, but I think that's too obvious,
Yeah.
is knocking them off. Number 6, number 5, number 4.
That would be, so then Kieran is next.
Yeah.
Kieran is next, yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh,
no.
Emma can't take that
Yeah,
right now.
she
Yeah.
will break. If something happens to Kieran,
That
that's
should
it.
be all right.
No.
Like her, I mean, I know we'll talk about it later, but the scene, like, after the truck scene that her and Kieran had, like,
Yeah.
after she has this traumatic moment, she's like, I think I'm cured. Let's celebrate with
Oh
sex in the
my
car.
gosh. What? That was too quick for me.
Everything's quick with
Way
Emma.
too quick.
Decision
Yeah.
making.
She's just a teenager with a lot of feeling.
Yeah.
You're like freaked out by a doc, and then all of a sudden you're turned on, and you're
Yeah,
like,
but-
what?
She's like, I'm better now.
Yeah, but I
okay.
do think it's a family thing because the mother makes weird, wild decisions, and she made those wild decisions with Brandon when she
Yeah.
was a teenager.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
Emma making these crazy decisions, like everything she does, I don't want to call her stupid, but every time I look at her, like so many eye rolling moments, like, oh, just call the cops. Why are you going into an empty
But you know,
at nighttime?
that's what scary movies and scary
I know.
shows are. So it's like we try to accept it, but still, what
Yeah.
are you doing?
But I like the fact that they have, like, with her and Audrey, they're such different characters that everything that's happening to Emma wouldn't happen to Audrey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Audrey wouldn't make those decisions. So I think it says a lot about Emma. You know what I mean? It says a lot about her and her character.
Right.
Being someone, kind of, just a bad decision maker. I just call her a bad decision
Bad
maker.
decision.
I think she just doesn't think about it. She puts her feelings first.
Okay, yeah.
And just like, because I remember like one thing last season, he's like, oh, come alone or whatever, if you want your friends to live. Something like that, right? Something like that.
She's like, all right.
And she's like, yeah, I'm going to do it.
Would you have brought somebody though? Because maybe
know.
they have somebody else ready to kill the person
Yeah, I mean,
if
yeah.
they see another person there.
It's
would've thought
understandable.
about it more.
Because, you know, the killer does give off a impression of that they see you wherever you look. You know what I mean? They every time you think you're onto something, you get a random text message like, hey, I know you're talking to the cops. I see you. So I understand the paranoia.
Right.
You know?
I want to talk a little bit about Kieran and Aunt Tina and Eli.
I just thought of a good prediction about Aunt Tina.
Okay.
Because we were thinking of...
Okay.
So we're in predictions.
No, but I'll save it for later.
Oh, you're
I'll
saving
save
it for later.
I just thought of it.
Write
when
it
you
down so
mentioned
you
it.
don't forget. Are you
Yeah,
gonna
don't
remember?
I'm going to remember it.
Okay.
Okay, so I love that Emma's mom wanted to invite Kieran to live with them, although I don't think I would do that as a mom. You know,
No.
but I think she thought she's trying to repair the relationship with Emma, and I love that that's what she's trying to do. Might not be the smartest decision.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about
Well,
that?
You want to go?
I was just gonna say, because I feel like I would be a really strict mother. I'd be like,
Yeah.
you're not living with your love interest.
Yeah.
But I think we
That's
also...
not happening.
Yeah, we also have to keep in mind, though, that I would be the same way. I would be very strict, but considering how all these murders just happened and your daughter's going through like a psychiatric like mind state right now, like a psychotic mind state, I could see why she would let Kieran stay.
Yeah, I think she
Yeah,
just
I see
doesn't want Emma to experience more loss,
Yeah.
considering what she's already lost.
True.
You know? So...
Aunt Tina and Eli are really weird.
Yeah,
They really are.
Strange.
and they came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Especially Eli, just like, everybody knows your name.
Yeah.
Like, what is that?
Why don't you just be normal?
I
Do
know.
you go to school here? I'm thinking about it. Like, okay.
Well, he clearly runs the shots with
Yeah.
him and his mom.
Yeah.
He's not respecting her at all. He's like, you don't have a job with your loser boyfriend.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, something's weird about him.
Why is everyone's always so creepy in this damn town? Why can't everyone just have a regular conversation?
And I love how they use the music to make you suspect. Like with Noah, a couple times this episode, it was like, like that.
Yeah.
The violin.
Or
Yeah,
they'll
or
hold
that
it long on
sudden.
his face when they play that music.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you want him to get it, for it to click that it's Audrey.
Unless he
Speaking
already
of-
knows. Yeah. Go ahead. What?
Well, that whole Eddie Kruger thing.
Which, by the way,
Freddy
Freddy Krueger,
Oh, yeah.
they're going to throw in this whole Nightmare on Elm Street throughout the whole season, I feel like.
Oh, they're
Well,
trying
it
to
is-
torture us.
Oh yeah, because of the dream sequence
Yeah.
in the first episode.
It is very Nightmare on Elm Street though. This whole with the survivors and the survivors being picked off and the dream sequences. It is very Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
So, I
slasher
mean,
movie.
Yeah. So it is like I think it fits.
Why would the cops ignore Eddie Kruger, though? Like, he's obviously clearly going on message boards saying, listen, Piper's got an accomplice. Like, if somebody says that and this huge murder thing just happened in this town, even if it was a fake, even if this guy was lying, if I was a cop, I'd be like, okay, we need to sit down. Tell me what you're saying right now.
Well, I mean, he could just be a troll. He could just be a
Yeah, think
troll
about all the
and-
comments.
Yeah, like anyone could go online and comment.
Yeah, but
But he had like a locker thing, and that could have had like
Yeah, but
other stuff in, you know?
yeah.
but when they see him online, they don't know his identity. He's just right. He didn't find his identity until he spoke with him. Right? Isn't that how Noah found his identity?
you
So
can contact.
I mean, yeah, but cops like when cops see guys like that, it's just I think they just mark them down as trolls, as random internet people who are just saying crazy things.
But also like the sheriff was killed, so maybe it was just like, we don't have a lead cop for this, so we're not gonna. Maybe they like half-assed the investigation, kind of.
Did Eddie Kruger have keys to the storage place? Do we know?
I don't.
And if he did, why didn't he ever check? Because Jake was in there.
Maybe he doesn't check it often because it's just like a lost and found, technically, for, I don't know.
Good point.
Yeah.
Or
Do
maybe
you think he could be involved?
No, he was too dopey.
yeah, he was too scared with Audrey.
Yeah, exactly.
I knew it was Audrey immediately. Because the way she talks, you could even...
Oh, yeah.
No, it wasn't her
Yeah,
voice. You could...
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But okay, so so she did help Piper.
I think that we got last season too. She would say like, "Oh, there's a voice app that anybody can trick you and make these phone calls." So I feel like she knows about the voice app. It's just because she's scared that she talked at least with Piper and that there's these letters that look suspicious. I don't think she's really. I don't think.
So she's not the. But then the note that was left on Jake was, "I finished what you started."
Yeah, because I think she did help kill some people because
really?
there were. Remember when it was Troy and Piper got away and Troy got killed? Audrey killed Troy. Remember, because Piper was there with Troy in the first season.
Wait, Troy?
That was Emma's original boyfriend. Remember when him and
What was his name?
Troy.
Will.
No,
Oh, Will. Why am I saying Troy?
Troy's the
James.
brother.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, Will.
Will.
Sorry. So when Will and Piper were in that, I forget where.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
But she didn't kill Will. She just took him and like locked, or whoever did, put him in the bowling alley. They took Will, put him in the bowling alley. He was scuffed up a little bit, but then at that point, Emma and everybody got in there and saved him and brought him out. But then later on at his house, he was attacked.
Yeah.
But Piper could have done that.
Yeah. But I'm saying she did help in the dirty
right.
work.
But
Like she
maybe-
didn't just like call Piper on the phone and tell. I'm saying.
Right. Well, we know that somebody, assuming it's Audrey, she's trying to cover herself, was at this Crescent Motel arguing with Piper outside. So
Yeah.
she's definitely involved somehow. I just don't think she really killed anybody.
maybe
I wouldn't
just,
put it past her. That's all
Okay.
I'm saying.
That's insane.
Do you guys think after this episode, the theory about Noah being the killer or anything like that still stands, or it's just not?
No, it never,
never-
stood with me.
No.
I haven't changed my mind.
He's the
You're
Randy.
still on it.
No, I still think he might be an accomplice of the accomplice without anyone knowing. He might be orchestrating. I think there's more to him.
Right.
I think he could be orchestrating this whole thing right now. I think he could have been Piper's real accomplice. Even though it's Audrey, I think he could have misled them both.
Because he
I don't
could be
think so.
making Audrey crazy, though. Like, keeping her in the know, letting her know when
Yeah.
he's going to be at the Crescent Hotel, letting her know when he's going to go to the storage unit.
Well, he's their best friends. You're gonna tell your best friend
Right.
what you're gonna do.
Well, I think he's doing. I said last week that I don't think he's. I think he started all this to protect Audrey because the first people they killed were the people who made fun of Audrey. So I think that was a part of it, and then I don't know. It somehow leads to him working with Piper, but I just think there's a chance that he might be more involved than we think. And
It'd be a good twist.
What a twist!
Oh, what a twist.
Yeah.
But I think he's still the like in the real Scream, he's the guy that just tells you everything.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That
He's like
eventually dies.
Dies, yeah. And the third one was
He died
it?
in the second one.
Yeah, the video was in the third.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
Audrey only got one text in this whole episode, right?
Yes.
In the hallway.
Yeah. What did it say?
Your
She was
friends
like
are gonna abandon you if go against your will once they find out.
Yeah, and she thought it was that Haley girl.
Who looked like she was texting her.
Yeah, like, why
that.
would you stand there like
I
that and
know.
be like,
Yeah.
She's staring at her and
you're
texting.
so
And
creepy.
she's writing like kisses to her boyfriend, but she's glaring at Audrey. That's
yeah,
so
that's
weird.
so bizarre.
I can't stand Haley. Like, cause it's her obliviousness that bothers me. That she does. Like, I can't stand that. I know it's this generation where they do something so jerky and then they like videotape you. Like, what's the problem? Why are you acting like a jerk?
I know.
And then
You're
they're videotaping
crazy.
you the whole time.
Like,
Like, I just can't stand her.
It's pretty easy to switch to a different text though. That's all I'm saying. So
That's
she
true.
could have sent the text.
well, what are your thoughts about her and about that whole prank? Because I know you weren't here last week. Do you think she could be involved?
I think it's a possibility. Because it's clear they wanted to. What were they gonna do with Audrey? Were they gonna kill? Like how this was getting to be a very
Right.
close prank, So maybe, I'm not sure yet. It could just be like, just a throw in, just to mess with her.
Right.
I don't know.
I want to talk a little bit about Brooke and her dad,
Yeah.
Yeah.
who is very sketchy in this episode.
Yeah,
So there's a Lakewood Days carnival. Is that what's going on?
I guess.
That everybody in school has to be involved with?
Something like that.
I think he just wanted to make a public appearance or something for his campaign.
Who's doing a photo op?
Yeah, with the family.
Well, with the family, the mom's still gone, right? She's still in
I think so.
rehab.
Yeah.
Was this video leaked out last season so that the general public knows what's going on, or it's just like law enforcement, it's kind of kept under wraps? Because I feel like if the mayor came out and had all those secrets, that would look bad and no one would want to reelect him, right?
Well, maybe that's probably why he wants to do the photo op with his daughter.
So he
to
looks
win
more
everyone
like
back on his
homely.
side.
That doesn't look like anything to me that you're trying.
Yeah.
You're trying too hard.
But you could also assume like, hey, we got a killer under my election. Like we caught him. We caught the bad guy. Thanks to
Okay.
me. Like you could, I don't know.
Yeah, but okay, so he gets that text. Or not,
Or he's reading old text.
Yeah, like why would you sit there and read old text? That's so
Both of them
bizarre.
are.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I get why Brooke would, because she hasn't heard from
She's
Noah.
worried, yeah.
Or
Right.
sorry, from Jake, and misses him. So she's reading. I mean, I've done that in the past.
I love the two of them. I'm really sad he's gone.
Well, I mean, now you kind of feel for her a little bit more. Before I couldn't stand the relationship, but now that it's past, and now that like she's texting him and it looks like she's receiving gifts, I'm kind of like, oh, they had a little cute thing going. Well, sorry.
Yeah.
Do you think that he had somebody kill him? Like, what were the texts about? Because it was like him telling Jake where the place was.
Yeah, he sent Jake to Wren Lake Estates, and that's what we were all wondering last week. We're like, Jake made the comment, I'm gonna win your dad over, Brooke. You'll see. Like, I'm gonna get you back. Win you back. And we were like, what are you doing? How are you gonna win him over here? But they clarified that with saying that the dad was kind of luring him over there.
Yeah. So, they're trying to insinuate that the father has something to do with it, but the father, he looks like a schmuck. So I'm thinking someone's leading him on. So he might have been used to get Jake.
Oh,
Like a pawn.
Right,
Yeah.
like a pawn.
So, I mean,
blackmailing him for some other secret?
Maybe. Because later on, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, but then again, last season, Brooke's father did walk around with a gun, so he's not really against violence. So,
But the killer is the one who gutted him.
Yeah.
So I feel like you're onto something with, maybe it is blackmail for some other thing, but they're using him to text this to Jake. And, because he's giving weird looks every time. He's looking at the text message and he looks like, what is this about or something? He looks confused, and then he calls Jake, which if he had somebody kill him, he wouldn't be calling Jake.
Or he was making sure he was dead.
But then
Not
later
answer.
on, when
That's true.
Brooke says, Daddy, I can't go, I'm going to go hang out with my boyfriend, it wasn't such like a, like, he's not dead look. It was kind of like, kind of like confused, but not
Right.
shocked that he wasn't dead. That's what I thought. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, he
I was
doesn't
trying to
know.
read
So
him.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think
I
he
don't
killed
trust
him.
him.
I don't trust him, but I don't think he killed him.
Yeah.
If anything,
I think it'd be too easy for him. But it'd be cool if he was Troy James. But
Brooke's
it's
dad?
too easy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you said that earlier, right?
That'd be. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I like the sheriff theory. That the sheriff might be Troy James.
That was last year's.
Yeah,
thing.
that was
But I like this. I like
Yeah.
it for this year.
this
Because
sheriff.
he came back to Lakewood. He
Yeah.
used to live here.
I like that theory.
So,
I don't know.
I guess.
But I do think Stavo is weird.
Oh yeah, and did he send that text
That's
message
what
to
I was
Brooke?
thinking.
Because
yeah, right
she was right there. Yeah.
And
It
he
looked
took
like
out
he
the
did.
phone right when she got the text.
And he's watching her at Jake's house. How did he know she was going there?
Yeah. What's
Oh
his
my
name?
God, he's
Stavros?
involved. But he's so obvious. So how
Yeah.
can he be involved? But he looks really involved right here.
This makes me angry.
Yeah,
There's
I don't
just
know.
too many people that are suspect.
I don't know about you guys, but I definitely, if my boyfriend was missing and for several days, haven't talked to him, he doesn't answer all my texts, he sends one text, I wouldn't text him back. I'd be like, oh, I'm going to call you now.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking. I'd be like, call him. Where have you been for
Yeah.
2 days? Not
But-
just like, he's okay. I'm
But
gonna
that's
leave
their
the place.
relationship.
Yeah.
That's how their relationship is a lot of one-upsmanship. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's not very
It's immature,
clairvoyant.
yeah.
It's very immature. It's very like, oh, well, I'm going to ignore you. Oh, you
Sticking
ignored
to
me? Now I'm
sticking to
gonna...
Cosmo.
Yeah. So it's very much in their relationship. It's very teenagery.
When she got the roses and the card that said I'm sorry and it was, printed on there, it almost looked like she looked at it like, this isn't really a Jake thing, but this is hot. So yeah, I'm accepting it. I love that he did this.
Yeah.
That's what I got from her face there.
I forgot that's her car. Because for a second I was like, he bought her a car?
Oh.
Like, damn. Like, geez, this killer's going all the way out to keep things under wraps. Like, holy crap.
Gosh.
Yeah.
But no, it was roses.
I think we covered everything in tonight's episode. Do you guys want to talk some predictions?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
We know that's going to take forever.
I know.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
All right. So the previews, we have Dad and Emma connecting, and he knows what she's going through. Eli says his dad's left. Audrey is on the phone with the killer. Stavo's with Noah, talking to him about, you know, what if you get yourself into trouble, basically, if you keep on trying to find who it is. And then Emma looking for her dad in the hotel room, and there's a knife behind the bathroom door. That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
What are you
But
guys
also a lot of nothing. Like,
Yeah.
can't get
All
predict
right.
from that. I don't know.
Really?
I don't know.
All right, what are you guys thinking?
Okay, let's think. Who right now? I just created a box.
Okay.
This is the suspect
we gotta
box.
create this poster or
I
something.
know. I really
know.
want to. Let's
do
work
it.
on
Yeah.
that. Let's
Yeah.
do that and yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So right now, Audrey, right? Audrey suspect.
I don't think she's the killer for this season. Do you guys think?
No.
No.
Okay. So we're talking killers. I'm just talking like shady.
Oh, well,
Everyone's
everybody's
shady.
shady. Yeah.
Fine.
Right,
Okay.
everybody's
You're right.
made up.
Everybody, all the cast.
Yeah.
I've got a good idea.
Okay, go for
Okay,
it.
so in Scream 2, it was the mom and was it the brother of Billy Loomis?
Yes. Yes.
So Aunt Tina
Yes.
and what's his
Oh
Eli
my
God.
would be great killers for this because that could be Piper's real mom. Because we know that Brandon is her dad.
Because he said his dad ran. I just took your accent for a second. I'm so
Yeah, take it.
His dad ran away. He says in the preview. So could his dad be Troy James? Is that what you were saying?
Or Brandon James.
Oh.
Because Piper was, right, wasn't it Brandon's? Or was that Troy's baby? Piper was Brandon's baby.
Piper was Brandon's baby.
So I think Brandon's lady that he was with, right?
Piper's
mom was
Emma's mom.
Emma's mom?
Maggie.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then it's,
Troy James's son,
yeah,
Eli.
with
Did you say
Tina.
something about that?
I mean, I said the sheriff was probably Troy James.
Oh, right. Okay.
Well, someone's Troy James. Troy James is coming out.
Yeah. No.
Someone's Troy James and someone's the cousin. Like someone's gonna be Emma's first cousin, which is technically gonna be Troy James' son.
So do you guys think that we already know who we've seen Troy James, we just don't know who he is yet? Do you think that, or do you think he's gonna be somebody else coming in?
I don't know, because last season I really wanted to find out who Troy James was too, but I feel like we're never gonna find him or Brandon. I feel like it's just gonna be like relatives of them that are just like, this is for these people.
Yes.
You know?
Which is what a lot of Scream movies were.
So then the son, Eli.
I think it's Eli and Aunt Tina.
So this would be true if we're going based off of the movies.
Movie, yeah.
Which,
I don't think they're gonna do that.
yeah, it would
Only
be a
because it's
little
too-
obvious.
Yeah.
But it'd be a cool prediction.
It would be. It's a great prediction. It blew my
Sticking
mind.
to it for now.
Yes.
Yeah. What do you guys think?
I mean, I didn't get enough from this episode to really have a strong strong prediction. I mean, it didn't change my mind about Noah. Noah might possibly be behind this or have a big piece in it. I know there are a lot of comments on the YouTube page about people really not agreeing with that, and I hear you. I feel you.
Yeah.
But I still think I'm right.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's it's way too early to tell, but it's so fun to predict it and come up with theories and because they do it to that. Like Pegah, you were saying, they bring in the sound to make us kind of think, oh, that's shady, that's weird, and they stay a little bit too long on people's faces sometimes, and it makes you think he's involved. So I think it's justifiable to think anybody's involved at this point. We don't know.
They do a good job of switching it up and killing any predictions, because last season I really did. By episode 9 I was like, I don't know who the hell's the killer. By last season I was like that. So
I called Piper.
did you really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
No big
Well, all right,
deal.
maybe you're right then.
I didn't call Audrey.
Cancel
though.
the season. You're right. No, but maybe I don't know.
I think Stavros. That's really his name.
Stavo.
Stavo.
Like Gustavo, I guess.
Gustavo. I think Stavo's really shady. Just with the text thing theory, we
Right.
don't know.
No,
I
but
don't know.
twice. It was once in the police station, and then once later he knew that she was going to Jake's. So that's 2 times right there with the text that he looks pretty shady.
Yeah, I'm on to him.
I think he's like the opposite of Noah in that like he believes like Noah knows how to figure out like how to win the killer, like the murder movies, but he's like for the murderers kind. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I remember he said something weird in the first episode about that, like,
Yeah.
I don't know. So I think he's just kind of messing with them, but I don't know.
Yeah, he said like we're the killers or something as people, or he's got these weird things, and he keeps going up to Noah saying weird things to him. And my theory last time when he went up to him was that he's on to Noah, and Noah's face looked a little bit weird. That because I was on this Noah train.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I think Stavo looks shady, and the Troy James might be the sheriff, and something's going on with Noah. I don't know.
I don't know. It can't be I like Noah too much.
It's not.
I don't want it to be Noah,
Yeah.
but
I trust Noah. I like Noah.
I don't think if it's Noah, I don't think he's cold blooded, but I think his neuroses and his passion for killing, like his geekness over murder mysteries, kind of led him to this.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But then again, I could be wrong, baby. I could be wrong.
Well, until next week, where can everybody find you and tweet you and talk to you?
I'm Kelly McInerney. Should I go here? You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at HollyWeirdo.
You can find me on Twitter and all social media at Pegah Rad. Keep the YouTube comments coming. We love them. We read every single one.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Michael_Drew, Michael EAL.
And you can find me on Twitter at KDE Campbell. That's Katie with 3 E's Campbell. Instagram at KatieCampbell13 and YouTube.com/KatieCampbellOnline. And tweet us. We'll see you next week.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
See you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.